Greetings to you and welcome to today's special podcast. Um, if you are a content creator watching this particular video, I'm pretty sure, especially if you are not new in the system, all right, I'm pretty sure when it comes to, you know, or probably if I should even check, you know, within your camera collection, you probably have the Sony ZV-E10, okay, because that is one of the basic cameras that most content creators use, especially for beginners like me. I'm not actually a beginner in terms of content creation, but in terms of podcasting, if I should put it that way, all right, I'm still very, very new. You know, I used to make animated video tutorials on different topics on my previous channel, which is Minikun Tutorials. But when I saw the need to start a podcast, at that point, I had to get myself a camera. And my first ever camera, to start a podcast was the Sony ZV-E10. And that is still what I'm using. As a matter of fact, I'm actually recording this particular video with a Sony ZV-E10. And before I actually bought this particular camera, I watched several videos and reviews, on YouTube from experienced content creators, on this particular camera, right? And they all said it is a great camera, especially for podcast and also for vlogging, and for content creation in general. Though it's not probably the best camera out there, but it's just great and fantastic for a beginner like some of us. All right. So after gathering all these experiences, and right now, with my own experience, using this particular camera, I can boldly tell you that it's just great. And more especially, it's very, very simple to use. I never used a camera in my life, but when I got a Sony ZV-E10, I started vlogging like a pro. I started, making I'm able to set it up very well for my podcast and all of that. And I'm enjoying it so far, But it comes with certain challenges. For instance, the battery life is not that good. So I'm going to show you, for instance, how am I able to cope with the battery, what are the different strategies that I use as far as, the battery life not being so good. All right. And many other accessories that you would need for you to be able to use your Sony ZV-E10 properly and really enjoy it like I do. For me, so far, I don't know whether I would ever change a camera unless maybe I change my style of content creation. All right. Probably if I am to, I don't know. But currently, for just a podcast, I think the Sony ZV-E10 is a very, very good start. All right. In terms of the battery life, like I said, I'm going to show you how you can actually improve the battery life. Not necessarily improving the battery life because you have some two small lithium batteries that comes with it. I'll show you everything at all right? But you could get like a dummy battery, which is still fun. That's actually what I'm using in case I want to record for longer hours, And I'm going to show you other accessories that you need if you want to really enjoy your Sony ZV-E10. All right. So I will try as much as I can to show you the accessories, okay, that I highly recommend you buy if you want to optimize your experience with what the Sony ZV-E10. Okay, in other words, if you want to make sure that you actually enjoy the Sony ZV-E10, these accessories, in my opinion, are mandatory. All right, else you'll not be able to to enjoy the full potential of your Sony ZV-E10 as far as creating content is concerned, especially for podcasts, all right? So, and even for vlogging. So, if you look carefully, I have the Sony ZV-E10 right here. So, I have it right here, okay? It comes in this package. Okay, so it's actually part of the Sony Alpha series, right? So this is the camera right here, and that is it. It comes with this, and you also get what? I actually bought the podcast kit. So this is also something important to note. If, for instance, you bought the Sony ZV-E10, just the camera, then it means you are most likely just going to get this, okay? And maybe 2 batteries, sometimes just 1 battery inside the camera, and that is it. But I recommend, if you have to buy the Sony ZV-E10, you actually buy the full podcast kit. Now when you buy the full podcast kit, you just type in Amazon, you say, for instance, Sony ZV-E10 podcast kit, and you're gonna get the camera, okay, as well as what do you call it, an external charger, okay? So this external charger helps you actually, because you'll be given 2 batteries when you buy the camera. So these 2 batteries, one is already in the camera. Let me show you. So you see, let me show you. If I should open the camera, I hope you can see. Okay, if I should open the camera, it pops up. And I just push this blue thing to the side, then the battery pops up, right? So we have 2 batteries actually, you get it? So this is one of the batteries inside here. All right, and then this is the other battery right here. So you can use, for instance, while this one is inside and the camera is in use, you can also plug this one externally, okay? So you can plug this one externally by simply putting it inside. So this is the importance of buying the full podcast kit, because when you buy the full podcast kit, the Sony ZV-E10 podcast kit, then in that case you get what? This external charger with an additional battery, and just slot it in, right? So this is free. It comes when you are buying the full podcast kit, then you're gonna get this adapter coming with it straight. Then you just simply plug it to your socket, and you'll be charging this externally. Once the one that is inside the camera is down, you can remove it and put it back here and put this one into your camera. So that is it. Now it comes with the charger within the charger, and even the camera charging. Among the cables that come for the charging, there are just many. When you buy the full podcast kit, you have like this adapter in case you are using the English type thing, then you can use this. If you are using the French type, whatever socket, then this works for you, right? So you just fix this. Okay, in addition to this, you can also charge the battery that is inside directly using what? The USB cable that Sony provides in the camera package, okay? So that particular USB cable, I don't know where I even placed mine. Let me see if I can get it. Well, I don't know where I placed mine. If not, they usually provide a USB cable. Okay. I've misplaced it actually because I've already opened the camera. I've placed my things almost left and right. Anyhow, so you can actually charge the camera while it's inside. Okay, you can actually charge it, but because they provide a USB cable, and that USB cable, if you open this compartment right here, you just simply fix the USB cable here. This for HDMI, and that's why I will be talking about the HDMI later on. But I simply fix. I don't know where I kept it actually. I'm coming. I have to find it right now. Okay, perfect. It's right here. So this is actually what I'm talking about. So this is actually part of the package when you buy the Sony ZV-E10. Yes, that's why I recommended you buy the full podcast kit. So you have this, which contains an additional battery, while the other battery will be inside the camera. So this for the battery, where I even kept the charging components inside. Forget about me. All right. So to the right are accessories that you have to buy if you want to enjoy your postcard kit. But these three things, if you buy the full Sony ZV-E10 podcast kit, you're gonna get all of them. Okay, these are not included. All right, but this is what you're gonna get. So like I explained, you have this external adapter for your battery that is provided. You can, but if you also want to charge the battery internally within the camera, then they also give you this. So you simply put this one here, for instance, and then you pick one of these many adapters that they give you. You can fix this one here. You put this to your AC socket, right? And then this one here, so this end goes to your AC, this one goes to your camera, to the wall. This one, you simply open the USB Type-C compartment of your camera and simply fix it right there. You see it? And then you plug this to your socket and you can charge the battery that is inside the camera internally. You can also charge the battery using this external power adapter that they provide. So I think that is all that they provide when you buy the Sony ZV-E10 podcast kit. However, why am I making this video? You realize that this is not enough to use the camera efficiently, because when you just have this, of course you're going to be able to shoot 4K. Of course you're going to be able to do what again? That is it. But the battery life is very weak, right? Which means you need something extra. Though they provide you with 2 batteries, these 2 batteries wear out within less than an hour if you are using it for shooting. Okay, maximum is an hour. So if you want to go beyond an hour, then you definitely need other stuffs. That is why I am showing you what accessories you need to enjoy your Sony ZV-E10. So what I did was that, so I'll talk about other things. There are other things that I'll be talking about, but let's tackle the battery. We are still on the battery. So you have your 2 batteries, as I've shown you, with an external charger, but that is still not enough. I don't think you enjoy changing batteries every hour when you are recording. For that reason, I recommend this. I think I got this for like 80 euros or so. It's actually the dummy battery, and I recommend you buy the original. This is This, like I said, what is at the right, that is all that you get from buying the Sony camera. If you buy the full, that's even when you buy the full package. If not, you are most likely not going to get all this. But if you buy the full podcast package, sorry, or podcast kit, you're gonna get this. But if you want, then you buy this, which is the dummy battery, as some people call it. It's still nothing but a Sony AC adapter for Sony cameras. That's what I use. So anytime I'm recording, this is what I use when I'm to do my podcast. That way, if I make a mistake and I want to retake my podcast, I can go beyond an hour without changing a battery, because this is an AC adapter, okay? And all I have to do is, let me show you how to use it, okay? I'll show you how to use all these accessories within a few minutes. So how do I always use the AC, this particular one, the AC adapter? So the AC adapter, which goes for like 80 euros, is like this. Like any, you have this, okay? So you have this, this is what goes into your camera, all right? And then this one here, you just fix it here, all right? This one goes to your wall, okay, to your AC source. And then, so let's leave that on the ground. And then this part, you put it into your camera. And then once you do that, this is not even a battery, it contains, this is not a lithium, anything, it's just an adapter. So it's like using a laptop without a battery. And then that is it. You can use the camera as long as you want, unless there is when you overuse it, then there will be a time when it will overheat and you may have to stop. But apart from that, you are just good to go. You can record for hours without changing batteries. That's what I do. So I simply use this, okay, open the compartment as usual, remove this internal battery here, okay, and then I'm gonna fix the AC adapter inside this way, just like the battery, push it inside. You put this one here to the side this way, okay. They have kept something here, so you see you have this here. Just raise it a bit. They actually make plans for something like this, so that's why they kept that small thing there. Then you just close it and you are done. It's actually strong. And then you fix this. You can fix this to whatever, your AC source, and then you can now mount your camera on the camera stand, right? Open the lens, right? You can just mount this on my camera stand while this is plugged to the wall, and my camera will be running 24/7. So that's why I strongly recommend you buy the AC adapter. Now, in terms of memory, if you are looking for a memory card for your camera, let me remove this because this wire is going to block my space. All right. So we have reviewed the AC adapter, we can put that to the side. All right. In terms of memory, here's where the memory goes. And I strongly recommend you buy this particular memory. You buy, the SanDisk Extreme Pro. I did not do that. I rather bought this. Is it Kingston, whatever? It never worked for me. I could not shoot 4K with this. I could not even full HD. I could not do anything with it. You know, it wasn't efficient at all, so I wasted my money. So make sure you buy the SanDisk Extreme Pro. Okay, you can get 180, which will be less costly. This is not even very costly. I think I got it for 50 or so on Amazon, 50 euros. So I just slot it in this way, you know, push it in, it's locked, and put my battery, you know, this way, close it, and I can power my camera, you know. Maybe in future video I'll actually be showing you how to use the camera and the settings and all of that, but for now let's just stick to the basics, right? All right, let me switch my camera off. You might say, why do I always leave this thing here? This is to, but there's an inbuilt mic, but it's not, it catches a lot of noise, background noise, so I never remove this air shield that Sony provides. This part of the package, I always leave it this way to make sure that I minimize the inbuilt mic that is here that captures a lot of noise when I'm recording. So buy SanDisk Pro and not something like this. Please don't buy this for a memory card. Now, the next thing that I would recommend if you are using the Sony ZV-E10 is to also buy this, which is actually the Bluetooth handle. If I don't forget, I'll put this in the description box. The Bluetooth handle is very good for vlogging, you know, and it's very good. I still use it even as a tripod when I'm to use like OBS and I need a webcam. I use my camera as a webcam and I just use this as a tripod for my camera when I'm using it as a webcam. So this, I can't remember how much it costs, but it's really worth it. The Bluetooth handle, I really recommend. It's very necessary because with this I can be recording. I just sit down here and I can video, go back to photo, zoom in or zoom out. When I'm done recording, just press and I'm done. I don't have to go to the camera to stop it recording. Or some people stretch their hand this way to cover. I don't have to do that. I can just press on the button and I'm done. I don't have to cover the camera, no. Just press on the button and it's done. I'm done. And I can use it as a tripod. So let me show you quickly how I use it. So first I mount it here, you know, just mount it here with the help of this. You know, I can turn on my camera, you know, just flip it, and with the help of this, when I press on this button, I can actually flip it the way I want my camera. So if I want to be vlogging, you know, I can turn it this way, and then if I want to start recording myself, I can start recording myself depending on the mode in which the camera is. I can change to video mode or picture mode. If you want to optimize your experience, close the lens. Perfect. Okay, one other thing that accessory that you must get if you want to enjoy, for instance, your webcam would be the Camlink 4K. So when you buy the Camlink 4K, this is how it is. You know, that's just it, nothing else. And the Camlink 4K, you know that your camera, though the camera is actually, what do you call it? The camera is 4K, it has capacity of 4K. When you want to stream with the camera, the output using any streaming software like OBS or whatever, Ecamm or whatever, or even if it's for Zoom conference or whatever, the output is going to be something like 720p or something, but not the full HD or even 4K. So if you want 4K, then you need this adapter, Elgato Camlink 4K. You know, it comes with this cable, and you wouldn't need to buy another cable, something like this. USB, no, HDMI to USB Type-C. You need to buy this separately. So with the Camlink, you're gonna fix this side to this side, then you are good to go. You can actually fix this one straight to your computer, this part. You fix it to your computer USB port this way, and then you can fix this part. You see that I bought this cable because it's quite long, you know, and then you fix this to your camera mini HDMI port. Let me show you the mini HDMI port of your camera. So if I should open here, all right, you have your mini HDMI port of your camera right here. So you can fix this here. Also, I chose this 90-degree angle because it's very good, you know. This way, when I open my camera, it doesn't block the screen. So this is perfect. And then this one will be plugged there to my computer. When I do this, my camera will give me what? While I place it on the tripod this way, my camera will give me full HD. So my webcam in my computer is actually going to be full HD because I'm using this to connect to the mini HDMI port of my camera inside here, and then this to my PC. This is the advantage. So make sure you get this if you want to enjoy streaming 4K. Elgato Camlink 4K adapter, you buy that, and you also buy this cable. What else haven't I shown you? Let me remove this. Okay, last but not least, accessory that you must buy if you want to enjoy your experience, I would say, would be, of course, a light source. You realize that when I try to video myself, the light source is behind me, so you could not see me well, right? But the Sony, especially the Sony camera, gives you kind of dark contrast or something like that. So it's always recommended that you get a very good light source. I'm using the Godox 60-watt LED light. You know, this is the remote control of the Godox 60-watt light. It's behind me, so that's why you can see it. But when you have good source of light, then you enjoy the camera. One other thing that I recommend is that you get yourself a 3.5mm head-to-head TRS cable, okay? Because that depends on how you are recording. If you are using the kind of mic that you are using, okay? Since I am using a USB mic, you know, so I'm using a Shure MV7 dynamic mic, which is a USB mic. I use this long cable. I actually got it for like 17 euros. It's actually 30 meters. And then I fix one end here. So this the same cable. I fix one end here, head-to-head cable. You know, this one I fix it to my camera. So I simply open my camera here. You know, we have this here. This port here, just fix it here. This is the, you know, okay, and then I am good to go. Now this USB here in my mic is connected to my computer. One end here, one end to my computer. This one head-to-head TRS cable, I fix one end to the mic, one end to my camera. Now my mic is powered by the computer. The mic would also use drivers from the computer with the help of the USB cable, right? And then the audio will be recorded into the mic will be transmitted straight into my camera. In future video, I will show you how to do the camera settings to make sure that the camera is not recording much, so that the mic will do greater part of the work. And then you have a quality broadcasting audio straight into your camera. That's how I record my videos. I don't need to do any audio and video syncing or anything like that. You know, I'm just done. Just have my quality video with quality audio straight. So there's what I recommend. I think that is all about the accessories that you need to get if you want to enjoy your Sony ZV-E10. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. Bye.